Happy Sunday, everyone, whoever might come on and drop in with me. I'm sitting outside of my house and I hear this noise in the background. It's not the water that's running, it's a flag. And my neighbors put up this big giant flag, and I'll show it to you in a minute. And it just makes a sound in the breeze. They put it up during the last several weeks in regards to I think just making a stand of being patriotic and showing that hey, we're Americans. We love our country. We're going to support freedom. And I haven't talked to them about it. I've just been enjoying the noise, and I don't like a lot of aggravating noise. If you know me, things kind of get on my nerves. I have like spider senses. But my friend said, when you hear that noise, just think freedom. That's something that it represents every single thing that I stand for. What it represents to me, anyways. People may see the flag as different. Some people look at the flag as not a good thing. Clearly, just all over Portland and all these different places where people are deciding that they don't love the flag, that it represents something negative, so they're burning it, they're disgracing it, they have a connotation that they've put on it that has made them to hate something that I love. But I really think that we love the same things. It's just what they were projecting on it that they hate. So anyways, I wanted just to say that to start. And if you hear the flag behind me, I don't know if you can hear it, but I think I'll walk over there so you can maybe see the flag that I get to hear and see in my backyard, which is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see that up there. Yeah, there it is. See it? It's a big one. And they made this big giant pole. I got a dog over here. Hi, doggy. It's okay, I'm just taking a video of your flag. See how pretty the flag is? And they have a dog, and I'm sure they are going to make sure that they stay protected in using all of their amendments. We haven't talked about it, but we do have freedoms, and those freedoms should be protected. And I appreciate my neighbors. I appreciate that, that they're near me, that they actually are standing for the flag. They're standing for the things that clearly are valuable to them, that are the same that are valuable to me, which is that we get to move freely around our planet. And that's something that's been taken from us. I used to love to travel a lot. And I'd like to get back to Facebook or to any other outlet to show pictures of traveling and having fun. But right now we're hunkering down to stand for the freedoms that we all used to be able to have and take for granted. So, I know it's every time you turn on somebody's page, especially like for me, you're going to hear this kind of stuff. But it's because the freedoms that the flags stand for, as far as I'm concerned, are being taken away. And there's a lot of things that we're not really putting together, the dots, and we're just saying, oh, it's just a this or it's just a that, and it's not just a this or that. It means that it's conditioning us to believe that our freedoms are have a different way to look at them. They're not really freedoms; they're something else, and we should destroy these things that America was built on, because it was people died in the process, and we took things and things like that. And there's been injustices all the time throughout history, but it doesn't mean that, what we have should not be preserved. Today, Sunday, I went to church, and, I was raised in the church. I came from a long line of really strong faith-based, faith-based parents who valued our ability to come together and to congregate and to not forsake the assembling of ourselves together, to be able to have the freedom to worship. And my mom was, and she still is, she's very, she loves everybody's religion, everybody's freedom. Of course, she believes what she believes, but the fact that, we never really thought about not being able to go to church, People I know very close to me have smuggled Bibles into China. My mom did that. My sister did that. They took actual Bibles, the Holy Bible that we get the chance to read, that people are burning now in America, and they took those to China, to communist China, and they risked their lives to do so, because you can't. By the way, in case you don't know it, in China, you cannot have the Bible as we have it. They only have different parts of it that they're allowed to read, and so to take a Bible to China is risking your life. You'll die. Many, Christians and all kinds of religions are persecuted. Whatever it is that they want to believe in is taken away. And so today, and the last few weeks, I've been, taking up my right to assemble very much more seriously maybe than I did before, because that right is being threatened, as we all know by now. And if we don't take a stand with the pastors and the whoever is wanting to congregate, or the business owners that are saying, I'm not going to stand for this, I'm going to, there's no basis in a real reality of science of why you're taking this away, then we're just, the flag is going to be pretty much like something we can put in a museum, and we can tell our grandkids about it as we're all in encampments or whatever, that we used to live in this country, and we were able to go to church, and we used to read a Bible, and we used to travel. We used to be able to travel, but now, well, why can't we travel now, Grandma? Well, I don't know, because now we chose not to get this chip in our skin, and we just if you believe that you don't want your body to be given to the government, which I don't. What they're trying to do now, as you all know, is they're taking away our sovereignty and saying, in order for you to move and go here or there, you have to now wear a mask, which is just the precursor for, that you're going to have some type of ID. We know this. This is not science fiction. This is not a conspiracy theory. It's all over everywhere. You can easily find all the information, and that's where we're going. And more of us need to rise up to say, I know before maybe I was asleep and I wasn't really paying attention, and maybe I wasn't, exercising my rights, and that's okay, because, we're awake now, right? If you wake up to the fact that you didn't really see that the flag meant something to you, and that your freedoms really meant something to you, now's the time. Now's the time to have something that's really deeply affecting your life that you are not able to do, that you used to do, to move you to do something besides nothing. And that is what we have to do. Every single one of us has to look deeply at our freedoms and our constitutional rights. And whether or not that was, however it was brought to us, there is a value, huge value of these rights that are being taken away. And there's more to come, more things that are coming. And, it's Sunday, and it's such a beautiful day of the week for me to just, maybe spend more time with my family, and to focus on positive things. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I will say this, trying to get 3 kids to church is not always the most pleasant, right? But we somehow made it. And, one of the things that the pastor was talking about was the storms. There was a passage in the Bible where, Jesus calmed the storms, but not until they got into the middle of the lake, right? Or the ocean, wherever they were. And it wasn't close to the storm, it was in the middle. So then they had to ask. They were so disturbed, they couldn't do it on their own. They wound up having to ask for help. They had to realize that it moved them to cry out for something greater than themselves to help them. And I feel like that no matter what's going on in our world right now, that even though it seems dark and bleak and our freedoms are being threatened, that this is the most beautiful spot that we could ever imagine ourselves being in. Because, just like we may have not really understood how precious our freedom was to be able to go to church or read the Bible or go to the store, for crying out loud, without a mask, or have a party or go to a concert or travel. Maybe now we see that, okay, we need to wake up and value what we had, and to demand that we take a stand for something to bind us all together, which is this truth, and use this as an opportunity to stir us up, to really make us where we're not so complacent. We just get complacent in our lives, and we just take it for granted. I talk about this because I know I do this a lot every day, even now. So anyways, I just wanted to bring that up and say I'm just so grateful for still the ability right now to speak on to speak, because who knows how long we'll be able to do that. Who knows how much longer we'll be able to have this type of interaction, because it may get darker for a while. We don't know. I'm not saying doom and gloom, but we have to say, 4.5 months ago, we would have never thought that we'd be here either, friends. So let's not just think, oh no, it can never happen. It could happen, and it is happening. And there are a lot of plans. And if you haven't researched Agenda 21, you need to do that. Not to freak yourself out, but to fortify yourself and to be ready. And then there's a scripture in the Bible that says, when the enemy comes in like a flood, God raises up a standard against it, something like that. The point is even though it is coming in so dark and so many things that can be scary right now and upsetting, and we're all mad and we're all freaked out and we're, disturbed, and we have to know that we can take a stand, and we can remember our blessings, and we can remember that truth and light will always prevail. And that's what's happening right now. You're seeing all these documents unsealed, and I just want to just touch on this too. I wasn't going to say this, but I want to say this about the documents. I want to talk about the hidden agendas. I want to talk about why this is happening, and understand that the reason why that there's so much cover-up, why there's so much cover-up right now is because there are very high-profile people that have a lot to lose. They have a lot to lose, people. And but there's more of us that can stand up together than are the people that have a lot to lose, because we have a lot to lose too. And we are not going to, I believe, let them overtake us. It may be that way for a while, but I'm just encouraging myself and encouraging all of us to remember our freedoms that we've had and we've maybe taken for granted, and to maybe just take some time today to think about it. Think about the flag. Maybe assign a new meaning for it. Everything that we have, I can assign whatever meaning I want to anything, and I choose to assign the meaning of love and liberty and freedom and justice and the pursuit of happiness, and that I want to stand for that. And I'm not going to allow anybody to take away those freedoms as much as possible, and try to be, to try to say, to live what the words are of our Star Spangled Banner, the land of the free and the home of the brave. And I want to be able to say that I'm one of those brave people, that I didn't, I didn't just run away, or I didn't just stay silent, that I could stand up and speak against these atrocities and the things that are keeping us all captive. And nobody's going to be doing it perfect. We just all have to do the best we can. And I think that the more of us that speak up, especially right now, the doctors that are out there that are scared of losing their licenses, like all these doctors are losing their jobs and things like that. I think the more people that come together that speak up, the more strength that we have, and we can protect our doctors, and we can protect our citizens, and we can protect our healthcare workers, and we can protect the moms that are speaking up, or the dads, or whoever. And they can't suicide us all. We have to, we got to all get up and say we are the silent majority, and we are going to, speak our truth and stand for what the flag means really to all of us, I think. And so anyways, thank you for being with me on this Sunday to just say hi. So hi to all of you guys who, let me say hi, who came on, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye, guys.